Hi everyone. So let's continue to discuss on JUnit 5 parameterized test. And in this lecture we will discuss about @CSV source. So friends, in our previous lectures we saw that how we can provide different sources to our parameterized test. So by using @CSV source annotation, we can also provide different arguments to our parameterized test. So friend, as the name suggests, @CSV source allow us to specify argument list as comma separated values to our @parameterized test. So here the word CSV means that we are providing different arguments which are separated by comma. And the way of providing these different arguments is basically in CSV format, where different values are separated by comma. So friends, whenever you want to pass different values to our @parameterized test in form of comma separated values, then we can use @CSV source. So here you can see, as it is a CSV source, the input parameter is form of a string. And how this annotation work is, it basically uses single quote along with comma delimiter to distinguish one string from other. So let's see some examples. So let's say in our @CSV source annotation, if we provide values such as 1, 2 separated by a comma, then these values will be passed to our @parameterized test as two arguments. The first one will take the value as 1 and the other argument will take the value as 2. Here in example 2, you can see that this value complete will result in two arguments. So here you can see that @CSV source is distinguishing between these two values based on the single quotes and comma. So here you can see the first argument is having the value as 1, then there is a comma, and after comma there is only one value which is in single quotes. So @CSV source, whenever sees the single quotes, it will take it as a one string, and inside this single quotes, comma will be taken as a normal string. So here this complete value will result in two arguments. The first argument will have value as 1 and the second argument will have value as 2, 3. So friends, here you can see that if we want to separate out our argument based on comma or space, then we can even use this single quote to make it one string. In the third example, you can see that one value is 1, then there is a comma, and then we have the single quotes. So it will result in two arguments. The first argument will have value as 1, the second argument will have empty value because we haven't provided anything between these single quotes. In the fourth example, you can see that we have simply provided one value and one comma, and then we haven't provided any single quotes. So here whenever we pass this value to @CSV source, here it will see that there is one argument whose value is 1, then there is a comma. So it expects the next value after a comma, and if we haven't provided any single quotes or something like this here, then it will take it as a null. So this complete value will result in two arguments. The first argument will have value as 1 and the second argument will have as value null. So friends, here you can see that using @CSV source, we can provide multiple values to our @parameterized test which are separated by comma and are distinguished by single quotes. So friends, while using @CSV source, we can execute the same method multiple times by providing different arguments separated by a comma and distinguished by single quotes. Also friends, when we will see the demonstration of @CSV source in Eclipse, then you will get more understanding that how we'll use this annotation on the top of @parameterized test. So friends, now let's go to Eclipse and see the demonstration of @CSV source annotation. I hope you like this video. Thanks, have a nice day.